Hey everybody, it's Travis with the NPCs here, and it's time for another quick save. For October 14th, 2021, here is what you need to know. First up, the Call of Duty Warzone and Vanguard teams have announced that their anti-cheat software is very close to completion and is on its way soon. The anti-cheat software, known as Ricochet, is going to be running as a kernel-level driver, meaning that this software is going to be working by analyzing other software, programs, and hardware running on your computer at the same time as Warzone and Vanguard. The Call of Duty team announced in a blog that the software itself is only going to be running when you're playing either Warzone or Vanguard. However, this has not actually stopped anybody from being concerned about the way this anti-cheat is being implemented. While of course all assurances have been made by the Call of Duty team to say that there shouldn't be any problems whatsoever by using the new anti-cheat software, concerns have come up from Valorant's beta, where they introduced a kernel-level anti-cheat software themselves, which ended up causing overheat issues on some people's computers. The other major concern, of course, is that being a kernel-level driver means that the potential for exposure to other threats and other problems on your machine could also be a detriment to you as well, meaning that this software, having very low-level connectivity to your devices themselves, could possibly open up a door for someone who is able to exploit it. The Warzone community has been asking for anti-cheat for a very long time, since the game officially released March of last year. However, anti-cheat rollout has been slow, and the only approach that we've seen so far have been bans by the Warzone team themselves. However, because Warzone is a free game, it's easy enough for someone to create a brand new account, re-download the game, and continue hacking. All we can do right now with this anti-cheat is just be cautiously optimistic. Make sure to protect yourselves, of course, when the next update comes out for Warzone and when Vanguard releases, so that way you, as a PC owner, are taking care of yourself and your system. Next up in the news today, we have DICE finally revealing Hazard Zone for Battlefield 2042. The mode has you and a team of 4 battling other teams of 4 to be able to collect data from fallen satellites, take those data disks, and extract with them safely. The game mode itself is set in the year 2040, several years before the actual events of Battlefield 2042, giving everyone a look at what happened between the conflict between the United States and Russia as a huge blackout caused satellites to begin falling from the sky. The new soldiers, the No-Pats, are those who want to collect the data drives to get that intel for themselves. 6 teams will be able to play on last-gen consoles, the Xbox One and PlayStation 4, while 8 teams will be able to play on next-gen consoles, the Xbox Series line and PlayStation 5, as well as PC. At the end of the mission, only 2 teams will be able to extract, and extraction points are going to be scattered across the map. And with those teams being the only ones to extract, they're the ones who are going to be able to reap the rewards at the end. For all of the different data drives that you do collect, you do earn points to be able to upgrade your equipment and specialists for the upcoming Hazard Zone maps that you take on next. Those upgrades can include things such as equipment, weapon adjustments, and all the other different things that you like about Battlefield coming into Hazard Zone. At this point in time, DICE has not announced another beta for everybody to go in and test Hazard Zone before the game's official launch. So the only way you're going to be able to play this, as well as Conquest, Portal, and everything else coming along, is going to be when the game drops in November. Last up in today's news, we have word that the Xbox Series X and S have officially surpassed 100,000 units sold in Japan. Based on data from video game site Famitsu out of Japan, we have found that the Xbox Series S and X have sold just under 103,000 consoles since its launch this last year. Per research done by Video Games Chronicle and Game Data Library, it was found the previous generation console, the Xbox One, took nearly 4.5 years to reach the 100,000 sales mark. For a long while now, us as gamers have known that the Xbox has not done very well in Japan. However, the numbers have not been very apparent to us on how well it's done compared to its competitors. According to additional detail on Game Data Library, we have found that the Xbox 360 sales have reached 1.6 million, while the PlayStation 3 reached 10.2 million, and the Wii U reached 3.2 million during the same time period. Of course, with all the problems that Xbox has had getting into Japan, it looks like things might actually be turning a corner for the Microsoft-owned product. There have been rumors going around for several months now that Metal Gear Solid creator Hideo Kojima and Microsoft were in talks for Hideo Kojima's studio to create a Xbox-exclusive game that may be able to bring in more of a market share out of Japan and multiple other places and bring up the sales of the Xbox around the world. And that is it for today's news. Just like quick saving in a game, you need to make sure to hit that subscribe button and notification bell here on the NPCs channel so any videos, live streams that go up, you're notified right away. Go check us out at anchor.fm/the-npcs-podcast or check us out on our social media pages on Facebook and Twitter. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. We'll catch you all in the next one.